Hello, 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 welcome back. It's me, Dr. Benji. I hope you're okay. Let's get into it then. The network game with me and Jack is still continuing. Things, though, are about to change drastically. As you saw from the last episode, we failed to win the league title, finishing second. It was heartbreak. You saw that, I saw that, we all saw that. Congratulations to At The Space, he won the league. You know, I can be magnanimous in defeat, though I can't say it. So let's see what we did then. We had a transfer window to try and fix this and make it right. So let's have a look at what went on. So if we go to the transfer history, come on Ben, God, the pressure. So on the outs, we'll look at those first. Ross McCormack, Ajoa, Rivaldo, Cudicini, they're all on the outs. 12 million brought in. We had quite a lot to spend, so we were okay. We had about 30 million to spend. And as you can see on the other side, transfers have been made. So then, the first one, Jonathan, obviously we had him last year. I thought it would be best to get him in on a permanent basis, so we did that pretty sharpish. He can play the right-sided role, which if I play the Oviedo formation, as I'm now referring to it, that's the 4-5-1 isometric, for those that don't know. He fits that role perfectly, as well as playing right-back if needs be. The next one we brought in was a £3.1 million signing of Fabio Barini. I've always liked him on FM, actually. I think he turns into a bit of a beast. I think the people that will have had him will have bought him for a similar amount and then sold him on for big amounts to Italian clubs. That seems to be the thing with him. If he can score goals for us, though, then excellent. I'm really excited by him. I think he's got all the sort of things you need for a poacher. I know it says Czechotista, but I think his poacher attributes are really the things he works on well in Football Manager. The next was a bit of a coup, really. Fernando from Porto on £12,000 a week, which to me is incredible value for money. It cost me about 8 million, was it? 8 million, 10 million? 8 million. The physicals, as you can see, are absolutely magnificent. We've already got quite a good sort of central midfield, but I've really improved it in this window, and Fernando is the main reason for that. Really, really good player. Looking forward to using him for 8 million. 12 grand a week, I can't get over it. Then a youth player, Charlie Smith, or Charles Smith, but we'll call him Charlie. Just one for the future, 17 determination. Okay work rate, it's something we can work on though. Dribbling first touch at the age of 16, you know, he could turn into quite a player. The next one was, now I'm going to call him Eric, because the second part was named Lychek or something like that. I'm not entirely sure on. Obviously he's American, and I wanted American cover at fullback, and he was the perfect man for that job. Decent marking, decent heading, good tackling, good physicals as well. Work rate's not too shabby either. Just a squad player that will provide a bit of depth for us. A first choice left back though, we've brought in Ben Davis, a player that I cannot wait to get into the first team. Well, you know him, like you know what he's all about. Got him in from Swansea. Because obviously we hadn't actually, like, this database started before, it wasn't an updated database, is my point. He was at Swansea, he hadn't moved to Tottenham at this point. But he's got all the stats you need for a really, really strong left back. If you can work on his heading a little bit, then he'll become extremely well-rounded, as long as he gets his marking and tackling up, but he's only 21. Plenty of time to do that. Next on the list we have Andrew Maxim from Stuttgart. Now I was looking for that kind of advanced playmaker Trequartista role in this team. I wanted someone who was a perfect fit for it. I looked at a few targets actually. I looked at Gylfi Sigurdsson, but he wanted around 100 million a week or something ridiculous. So I wasn't, and I really have said 100 million, meaning 100,000. But he wanted ridiculous amounts of money. And this guy seems to be the guy when it comes to that role. He's got good dribbling, good first touch, really good flair. Passing technique and physicals all fine too, so hopefully he can be a really good player for me in the upcoming season. And finally, probably the most shocking transfer, like Fernando is pretty good, but I managed to get James Ward-Prowse for 10.75 million. Me and Jack both took advantage of a Southampton squad that got relegated from the Premier League, so it was up to us to get in there, steal a march on the opposition and get some really good young Southampton prospects. We've basically both done a Liverpool. Jack's gone after a couple, I've gone after Ward-Prowse. But as you can see, you know this already, but for a 19-year-old, these stats are out of this world. So going over to the team, that I've not actually made like my first team yet. I think if I was going to do so, I would definitely put Maxim in. And then we'll just work everyone else in as we go. Wayne Routledge now playing on a right midfield role, which I'm not sure he'll be entirely comfortable with. I guess we'll have to see as the season goes on. But everyone else is looking really, really good. Mitchie up top, Insigne, Maxim, Schneidlin, Fernando, Manolas and Alderweireld. Masela we're not keeping around actually. Masela for Ben Davis. And then I'm sure we'll have a good bench. So what we'll do, those are the transfers. We will go to the match day for the next game. And after the game, I'll reveal the big news. The news you may well already be aware of. It'll be in here any minute now. But let's go to the game. I know. I said I was going to do it after the game, but the news in just now, if you've not seen Jack's video, this will be a shock to you. But At The Space has decided to leave his position as the Spaceman manager. And not only that, but he's retired from football. He's had a fantastic year, to be fair to him. His side won the league. There are a few favourites to take over there. I'm not involved, so I won't be taking the reins over at the Spaceman Arena. At the, I don't know what you call this stadium, I forget. The Space Centre. That's it, the Space Centre. So yeah, Jack's resigned, retired. So you might be thinking, what does this mean for you? We go again. That's what it means to me. I'm going to do one more year without Jack, see if he can win the league, see if he can do something in the continental competition too. And I'm going to do 3 more episodes. So I'm going to do an episode today, an episode in the middle of the season, and then an end of the year season rundown. And that's what the save's going to be. And that's going to be 6 episodes of this. I hope you've enjoyed the network game. But that's not fair. We've got a game to play now. Let's have it, Ben. You've already promised it once. Let's actually have it this time. Okay, I'm sorry. Here we go. Okay, the game's not happening yet. I'm making promises I can't keep. Look at what's just occurred. What do I do? What do I do? There's nothing I can do. I can't accept this. This is like taking the hand of another man's wife. Hand of another man's wife. Does that make sense? Yeah. I can't. Can I? Can I? I can't. Can I? I don't know. This is. Oh. I can't! No! They brought me such pain and agony. I decline. Onto the game. This is game time. How dare they try and disrupt my pre-season plans? Sickening. Rail Salt Lake is the opposition. My team is set in stone. It's ready for warfare. The bench is set. As you can see, the players not in the squad are pretty good. So, you know, it could be worse. It could be way worse. I'm very happy though. So, let's go. And let's see if the Oviedo formation of Stream fame can do the business. I'll just auto-number that because I've not got time to sit here and faff around. I think I just gave Fernando number 9. No, I shouldn't have done that. He thinks he's Ronaldo. That's the problem with this lad. Right then, the team talk, we'll go passionately. Come on, lads. Show them what you can do. Not interested. Let's tell them there's a lot more to come from them, though. And they'll be like, yeah, there is. You're right. Actually, last season was a setback. A marginal setback. But now it's time to go again, as they say. So hopefully I win the league this year. Obviously without Jack, he left his club in utter turmoil, but on the back of some incredible success. So it's now my turn to try and take on the mantle and see what we can do. In our first game, hopefully this sets the tone for the rest of the season. If Mitchie can bang the goals in, obviously we sold Ajoa, so he's no longer with us. So it's now up to Schneidling and the gang to put to rest the voodoo, I think that's how we can describe it, of last season. And I'm relatively confident that we can do the job. A little bit nervous because the expectation is there now. I've not got to fight the wondrous work the space. I've got to just do this on my own, and they should really save that, and they failed to do so, which is good news because I want an easy victory. Guzan stayed in goal. We had the option to change it around and get someone else in, but we decided against, just because of his American nationality mainly. It makes it way easier for me to pick a squad. Can Mitchie find Insigne on the left hand side? He sure does. Ben Davis now overlapping. Now if that's the theme of the season, that'd be magnificent. Jonathan on one side, Insigne on the other, and Wayne Routledge. I titled an episode Wayne's World a couple of weeks ago, and this is why. He is the man of every moment. He's a man for the moment, and he's a man of the moment. Thank you, Wayne. That was very nice. And to have a player called Wayne that isn't with the surname Rooney, I think we can all get behind him for that alone. Lovely finish, side-footed into the bottom right-hand corner. 2-0, a fantastic start. Now, as I mentioned, we are in a continental competition this year, which did allow us to buy a different calibre of player. The quality of what an absolute cluster mess. You thought I was going to say a different word, didn't you? It's allowed us to be a bit more expressive and a little bit more different. It's just meant we can get a better quality of player in overall, which is what we need really. We didn't need more of the same. We needed to up the tempo in terms of speed in attack and quality at the back, and we did so in droves as Insigne nearly gets his second of the game. And I don't think he scored yet. Nearly gets the third goal of the game. I'm handing him goals he didn't actually score. Manolas. Now hopefully he has a really good year. There was potential to move him on as well because he had a release clause. If that was met, we would have had to move him on. But if he stays around and puts in good performances, I've got no dramas with keeping him around. Yeah, 3-0 before half time. I'll take that. We'll take that to the... Oh, hold on just a hot second here. It's not done with. as we do clear it eventually, but it's still in and around the my area. That's poor though. Ben Davis, can we set up a counter attack? We've got the pace to do it this year. Oh, and a lovely through ball. Mitchie's in on goal. That is appalling. Where is Ochoa when you need him? Yeah, that's annoying actually. Elsewhere, the spacemen have taken the lead. The managerless spacemen have taken the... I can't believe they offered me the job. What did they think was going to happen? I appreciate that I am probably the best man for the job, but it was just, you know, Jack's only just retired, and then they want that to happen. It's just sickening. How very dare they? But I hope you're enjoying the series. I've seen a lot of people want like extra episodes and bonus episodes of this, so it may be something we try and do. A similar thing with FM15. I'd love to do a network game. There may be a chance to do it with multiple people as well, which would be good. I want to get like a league thing going. I know it's very vague and not very conclusive, as Mitchie misfires again. I really want him to have a good year. Obviously, you've got Barini. If things start to go a little bit awry, we can bring Barini in as Maxim fires one wide. But I want to get a lot of people involved next year with my channel, with the new game. I want to try and get different things going on with different people, because I think that's what makes YouTube fun. So that's the idea. Obviously, if you haven't already, feel free to like the video. It is a totally optional thing, but if you don't do it, then nothing will happen. You'll be fine. I'll tell you what will happen. They'll have a goal ruled out for offside in cruel circumstances. Anyway, 65 minutes in, it's time to make a change. So let's play Ward-Prowse. Let's bring him in for his first game. Obviously, ex-Southampton teammate Morgan Schneidlin is on the pitch. And that's the only change I make, actually. I've not got a lot of game changers in the squad. I've got a lot of Americans who are kind of there because they have to be. Is that bad? I really wanted to sign a really like top quality American player, but it didn't quite happen. And even without him being in charge, the Spacemen go top of the league after game 1. Even when he's not here, he's haunting me. I can't believe it. We're going to have to score a couple more if we're going to try and get ourselves on top. So now we are facing a computer-generated Spacemen, which is that is arguably a more terrifying prospect than having to face work the spaces Spacemen. Oh. The drama and the agonising pressure of a football manager. Ward-Prowse linking up nicely with his new teammates. Maxim. Come on, Maxim. Oh, okay, we'll play that wide. Routledge now in a dangerous area. Cleared. Back in the middle, though. Oh, and cleared again. We really need to make the most of this sort of pressure. Like, I know we're winning comfortably, but we should be scoring from these situations. And Mitchie, once again, apparently it's gone out for a corner. He should do better, though. I really do believe that. Never mind. We'll be fine with it, I think. I hope. But let's crack on with the game. Come on. One more goal would be nice. I don't know who it would come from, though. Should we take off Fernando for a similar calibre of player in Bradley Johnson? Bradley Johnson, of course, the scorer of a late winner in last episodes, if you missed that. And the Spacemen 5-1 up against Chivas. Chivas aren't... I think Chivas may have just got promoted, so they're not the best of sides. But regardless of that, he's still put them to the sword. He's shown them what this league's all about. The Super League. Go on, Mitchie. His link-up play is very good, but if his goal scoring was very good, that would be even better. And as I'm talking about him, it's been ruled out for offside, and I feel a fool. Never mind. At least we're winning. I guess I'll take the win. Considering the end of last season's form was patchy, to say the least, a win here is going to be good. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We're coming to the end of it now. If you did so, feel free to subscribe, leave a like on the video, and I don't know what else to suggest. You could leave a comment, but maybe I should ask some sort of clever question. Where do you think we'll finish? I guess this is the first episode. So do you think we'll win the league, or do you think Jack Spacemen will continue to torture me despite him not being in charge? Leave your predictions in the comments, and I can refer back to them when we're glorious title holders, hopefully, at the end of the year. So from me, Dr. Benji, thank you very much for watching. If you've not already, go and check out Work the Spaces video where I guess he, gives up. So yeah, from me, Dr. Benji, for the final time, until the next episode, and Canary Island as well, that happens too. We've also got a challenge shoot. Goodbye.